everyone. I know it's been a while since my last video, which was working at Dutch Bros, how to get a job at Dutch Bros. I've been seeing a lot more comments about people asking for interview questions. They have an interview coming up, and I figured this would just be like a really helpful video about questions that I was asked, or things like questions that I think would be asked. And I'm no longer just a barista, I'm also a shift lead, so I also have a lot of experience. I know Dutch Bros a little bit more. I've been working there for a year and a half. I've worked at multiple stands, so I really know the general gist of Dutch Bros. So I figured this would just be a really helpful video for anybody trying to get a job at Dutch Bros. I actually made a little list on my phone, and this is my first time using, so I got a camera for Christmas, and this is like my first time using my camera, so I'm trying to figure that out. Sorry if it sounds weird or it looks weird, I'm still trying to figure it out. So, my cat. So one of the questions that they had asked me was, why do you want to work at Dutch Bros? And the common basic answer is like, I love the good vibes, I like how exciting the baristas are, I like that they get to go outside, being outside's nice, especially while you're working, it's a hands-on job, making coffee, free drinks, good music. Those are all pretty general answers that a lot of people give. Mentioning give back days is really good. What I had mentioned was my favorite movie was based off of muscular dystrophy, and they do a fundraiser once a year, which is Drink One for Dane. And Dane, one of the founders, there's Travis and Dane had gotten muscular dystrophy. They actually fundraise for people to find cures, and so I had mentioned that, and it really helps that they can see how personal it is to you and that you know about it and what it is, so that when customers come through, they're like, what is your give back day? And you can actually like explain what the give back day is, because it is personal for you. Like they do Buck for Kids, which is fundraising for like it's all depending on your operation. They get to choose what local give back day they're doing, so it could be like getting instruments for kids, or buying lunches for kids, just different things depending on your area. I definitely go on their website and check out all the ones that they have, but sliding that piece of information in there, that you're gonna catch their eye for sure. They're just gonna ask you a lot of little like silly questions like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite animal? They just want to see that you can keep a conversation going, so that when you are in the stand, you're like, hey Custy, who's your favorite Disney princess? And they want to see how you can keep a conversation going like that, and how you can like make it really in-depth. My favorite's Tangled, because she has long hair. I like that she's like super adventurous, and I love adventurous people, and just being able to keep the conversation going with just about anyone. Another question they might ask you is, if your friends could describe you in 3 words, how would they describe you? And I had put enthusiastic, dependable, loyal. Like, I'm the kind of person who you want me to work with you, because I'm the kind of person that if there's only 2 of you on a shift and you need another person to come in, I'm the kind of person who comes in and helps you guys out on my day off. They'll also ask you about your hobbies. They want to see that you can connect and relate with customers, like snowboarding, going on hikes, going swimming, different things that are just super unique to your personality, so that they see that you're able to conversate. They may also ask you your biggest weakness. That's a pretty general one for a lot of jobs, and I wouldn't say nothing, which is, it would just seem really egotistical and bold to say that you don't have any weaknesses. You kind of want to portray it in a way that's like, I have these weaknesses, but here's how it can be a strength. Mine was, I'm a super big perfectionist. Sometimes it takes me a lot of time to get something done, because I want it perfect before it's done. Then you can turn it into, that's also a good thing, that even though I'm a perfectionist and it takes me a lot of time to get something done sometimes, I always make sure that it's done right. and I will always make sure that a customer's drink is done right, and if it's not, I will always take the time to make sure that it becomes right for them. I also may ask you, what are your goals in life? And it doesn't have to be something Dutch related. It would be really cool, like if your dream is to become an operator one day or a manager, expressing that to them. But also they want to see if you want to be something else, like I want to be a real estate agent is what I said to them, and that is true. I ask you, like, what do you want to do in the future and how can we help you achieve that, or how is Dutch Bros going to help you achieve that? So I want to become a real estate. I'm going to make plenty of connections just by working at Dutch. I'm going to learn how to have so many different kinds of conversations with different people, whether difficult. I'm learning to have difficult conversations, easy conversations, and a lot of people that come through are meeting me before they have their coffee, so I'm learning how to deal with people who haven't had their coffee yet and still treat them with kindness. And I feel like that's a really important skill to have, and expressing that to them, they're like, yeah, that's relating it back to that, never making it about you, just always having an answer and relating it back to Dutch Bros. Something that may be difficult for me while I'm working here is customers, I'm seeing them before they have their coffee, and I'm gonna be the smile that they see first thing in the morning, and they're gonna be like, how are you so like excited and enthusiastic so early in the morning? And just hyping them up and having their first interaction in the morning be a positive one. So they didn't ask too many questions. They really just want to see how you can interact with the other interviewees. If you are doing a group interview, I know interviews look so different per person. I had one group interview and I got a call back right after. I also wanted to include apparel. I know someone had also been asking about what you should wear. And what I would suggest you wear is something that you think a Dutch Bros employee would wear. And it doesn't like, you don't have to be wearing Dutch merch. And I wore this outfit because I just got done with work and I figured it met the occasion. I mean, you don't have to wear Dutch wear. I would suggest that you don't. They probably think that you're coming on really strong. But I would just wear something that you think a college student working at Dutch Bros would wear, and you don't have to be a college student. I think the minimum hiring age is 15 technically, but if you are 15 and applying, you need to have a reliable source of transportation. I know there was people wearing all different kinds of outfits, and I saw people with different kinds of outfits getting hired, so I don't necessarily think too much into what you're wearing, as long as it's presentable. Like, don't be showing no fluff out here, like cover up a little bit. You don't need to be like in a skirt and like super fancy. You could just go in casual, wearing like a sweatshirt and some jeans and some tennis shoes. Like, they would be totally cool with that. They just want to see how you can interact with all the different people even applying to Dutch Bros, because the people applying to Dutch Bros are people who are similar to our regulars, and they want to see how you can interact with those people, trying to be the first one there if you're doing a group interview, so you have the first like oomph with them, where they know who you are, you shut up early, you're always going to show up early to your shifts. Like, those are the things they pay attention to, not necessarily like what you're answering to all the questions. It really is a lot of fluff where they're like, what's your favorite color? If you were a color, what color would you be and what does that mean to you type thing. They really just want to see you come up with creativity, make conversation, and make conversation with other people when they're answering. I don't have too much to say. If you guys have any questions, definitely comment down below. If you guys have any video suggestions or recommendations, comment them down below too. I'm gonna try and post more weekly videos. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna be able to. I am working, I'm doing school full-time, but I do have spring break coming up, so I'm hopefully gonna just film a lot of content. If you guys have any questions, if you have an interview coming up, let me know. I want to hear all about it. I want to hear if this video was helpful for you. And if this video was helpful for you, please like and subscribe. It really shows me like the kind of content you guys are liking and what content I should make more of. I hope you guys have the best day ever, and I hope you ace that interview. And if you're still thinking about applying, just do it. Honestly, it seems kind of stressful, but it's so easy. The application is really easy, and if they don't give you a call back, most of the time it's because they, like, that stand isn't specifically hiring. They're told to always, like, let people know that they're hiring, but that doesn't mean that that specific stand is hiring. Just putting your name out there. Sometimes it might take a couple applications to actually get accepted. If you guys are interested in more tips and useful information, I have another video on my channel about it. I don't have too many videos on my channel, so it should be easy to find. But yeah, I hope you guys have the bestest day ever, and good luck on those interviews.